And go ahead, count me in, Doug.
3, 2, 1. Testing, and we're live.
It's late in LA, and this is the Life and Times.
Life and Times.
Welcome to the Life and Times, Queen.
Hey.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the squad. How you doing?
How you guys doing?
How's your Life and Times? How was the cardio?
Oh my God.
We had to walk to get here.
Got a little exercise in, so now I'm pumped up, ready to
Pumped
go.
up. The blood is flowing. We had a freestyle. First Life and Times freestyle. It was immaculate. I loved every part of it.
Super dope.
I was in there. I hope I did the right motions. I hope that looked cool.
Behind the camera.
Had it hot up in here. Got the microphone on fire.
Yes. I'm hot. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Gemini gang in the building. Happy birthday.
You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
Gemini twins.
I see you out there posting.
You know what I'm saying?
Having fun.
Up.
You gotta act up. What did Diddy and them say? He said act bad.
You know, we gotta act bad.
Gotta act bad. That weekend was a blur. My birthday weekend was a blur. I don't know about yours.
Friday night.
I literally woke up. It was Sunday. I was like, I'm an adult again. I gotta get back to
birthday.
it. Thank you. We're 26 now.
Oh, same.
Doing that adult stuff is different. We're on the other side of our 20s now. How does that feel
late
for you?
20s,
oh my
guys.
Gosh, y'all. Whoever said adulting would be so hard?
Nah, for real. For real. I didn't expect this many responsibilities.
No.
Seriously.
Like, it's endless. Every day I got a big old list of things I have to do. Mandatory.
Always to-do lists.
What's your background? Where you're from? Like,
So, I'm from Orlando, Florida.
okay.
Lit.
And I've been out LA now for like 3 years.
Okay.
Adjusting is fun. Learning a lot out here. Love the culture, the food.
Yeah.
Love the tacos.
Yeah.
Some
For
good
real.
tacos out
For
here.
real.
No, they got really good. Like, I've had some of the best food
Yes.
in my life out here.
Absolutely.
Because of all the different cultures, all the different foods. Like, we just was out little Tokyo. We had bento
Yeah.
boxes.
Oh,
Yeah, bento boxes.
Yeah, it's fire.
Oh my
Bento
gosh,
boxes.
y'all.
Fire.
Love some sushi.
Yes.
It's the best.
Is there any, like, bigger differences between, like, Orlando culture and then, like, California?
You know what? Surprisingly, not really, because like even just like the culture of people is still the same. I'm used to the different mixture of people.
Yeah.
Being in Florida, like we got all kind of like we got the Caribbean people, we got all kind of islands. So I'm already used to like flavors. So coming out to Cali, it was just like okay, we just got a little remix on it, but it was like okay, I'm used to this.
Yeah, it's the same type of people.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Well, here at the Life and Times, we like to do a mental health check. If you don't want to begin, I came my friend. How are you feeling from a 1 to 10?
From a 1 to 10, I would say I'm definitely at an 8 right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm feeling really good, guys, in a better mental place that I have been for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, because life be crazy.
No, it comes
Roller
at you. It
coaster.
comes at you. That's like
Roller
one of the most
coaster.
like predominant things we like to do on the podcast is talk about your mental because like everybody walks around, act like everything's okay, and then it's not okay.
No, we all have up and down moments. Like we gotta start being real about that.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta be open
Yeah.
and you gotta be honest. That's why like this weekly, like we do the podcast weekly. We haven't missed a day for like 2 years since some change. And
Not a day.
Hey,
Life and Times.
Not a day.
Life and Times. Listen.
That's
Bro,
what's up.
you gotta check in, and this makes me check in. Like me right now, I'm feeling like 9 out of 10.
Yep.
Oh, that's
everything-
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Anything above an
Everything.
8. Anything above an 8.
Everything's
Always.
going the exact way we need it to go, man. It's only gonna grow. Like we got you here.
Yep.
You know,
it's lit.
It's amazing.
We're
y'all.
working on
I feel
Great
the
energy.
vibes.
Great
Like,
I
energy in
appreciate
here.
you.
Like, oh my gosh, like even before I got here, I felt the energy. Like you guys, like I could tell just amazing energy flow. As soon as you walk in, it's like
Thank you.
I feel
Thank you for
lifted
that.
just being in here.
We
the
try really hard
energy
here.
lifted.
Come on in. Come on in.
Come on in.
Tap in, then, friend.
Tap in there, friend.
Listen, let's talk building your brand. You know, we've been doing this consistently for almost 3 years. You've been out here for 3 years. How does it feel to start from one spot and constantly build as the years go on?
To see your growth.
Oh my
You know.
gosh.
It's very gradual growth. People think it's overnight. It's a lot of work in between.
It's time.
No. And first of all, I just want to give a shout out to Virgil. Rest in peace, Virgil.
Yeah.
Because I learned a lot through Virgil. Like he just watching his information in his videos, he taught me the importance of building a brand. He has something called brand DNA, really breaking down your brand to like the core and really learning about yourself and what you want to build back into people. Something just so simple. And that's why I just loved his method, because it taught me about building myself as a brand.
Yeah.
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 No, it has to have like intention behind it. Because a lot of
Yes,
people are
that
just
is one of the
creating.
points.
It's
Yes.
not a
Incredibly
lot of
valuable
intention.
knowledge.
Yes.
Like, what do you want to say? What do you want to do? What do you want people to feel? And that would be like later on questions. But like,
Yeah.
let's get into your creative process. Like, how do you sit down and do everything? Like, you do YouTube, you do music. Like, what's your process?
So, guys, I'm a little
And then
old
for a little bit
school.
before me, you get into the mic.
Oh, yes, I'm a little old school, guys. I stick to the notepad and
Okay.
the pen and
Okay.
paper.
There we
Okay.
go.
And I just sit in a room by myself and I really visualize the things what I want to do. Do you guys believe in like law of attraction and
Yeah,
manifestation?
of course.
That is a real thing.
It is.
Like I just sit with my pen and my pad and I just write out all the things that I want to do and accomplish, and I break down how I want to do it. That is literally my creative process, and that's how I execute every single time.
Meticulous.
Yes.
You find what works for you.
Yes.
You know, and everybody's got something
And
different.
it is not going to be perfect every time. It's literally trial and
Yeah,
error.
you
Yeah.
have to. You
Yeah.
have to.
We're not
Have to.
perfect.
We how many test runs we did on
Oh
this
my
podcast?
god, dude! At
Like,
least six.
before
Or,
we
we
actually-
did like 6 or 8, like just
Before
a
we
test
actually
series.
posted, we was like, "What are we talking about? What are we doing?
Just
Do you
like
feel comfortable in front
fuck
of the
around
mic?
for 15 minutes.
I
Like,
don't
was
know.
that good? Was that a good
Was it
episode?
bad? I don't know.
We don't know what we're
We're
doing.
not gonna post it.
And I applaud you guys because you have to talk to the people.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, the world's a diaspora. We are a collective. As long as we focus in on that, everything will be fine.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is so true.
What's your creative inspirations? And this is open. Like, you can ask us questions too. You
Good
know?
question.
Okay. So I didn't even know I could.
You can do anything.
Oh yeah,
Welcome to
conversational.
America, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Different.
Pretty cool.
Let me try the moment. Okay, so let me
Yeah.
spin it back on
I
you
am not a
guys.
crook.
So, like, what inspires you guys to start this podcast? Like, that is really, really cool.
So we had this idea mad times, right? Aaron had a lot of ideas for a podcast.
Yeah.
I had an idea for a podcast. I got down here in LA. I was like, you know what? I'm doing this.
Let's make it happen.
We just made it happen.
Calls back and forth. Well, I'm still
Calls
living
back-
on the East
Yeah,
Coast.
he's in the East Coast.
We're
I'm
planning
waiting for
this
him
whole time.
to get here.
What?
Yeah.
As soon as he
All
got
the
here,
names?
we did
Yeah.
the first pod on his crates.
Like the first week I touched down in LA.
Yeah.
Oh
First
my
week.
gosh.
And I don't think we stopped since that week.
Yo. Yeah. No, we have not stopped. We have
since
not
that
stopped.
week. We haven't stopped since we started.
Oh my gosh, that is like amazing. Like, do you know how much drive and passion you guys have? Like, where do you like? Okay, let me say, like, in the next 5 years, where do you guys see life and time?
Network status.
Network.
We're gonna be talking about like
Bringing
all
on
the
different-
topics,
Yeah.
all the different variations of life and times, different cultures as well. It's just a lot of things that
Different
can be
like
executed.
series, you
Different
know, like
series,
lots of different
focuses
series.
and everything like that. You know, we need people that are consistent. That's the biggest thing. Before
Yeah.
we start
Yeah.
branching out,
Consistency.
before we
Yeah.
do anything else, because people talk, not a lot of people do. So you know,
Yeah.
Consistency is key, guys.
is.
Like, that is
Oh.
so important.
that's how you get over any hump.
Yes, that is so true. I just want to say, like, I really love what you guys got going on.
We appreciate what you got going on as well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But no, like, what are your creative inspirations? Like, what artists? You brought up Virgil.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Virgil.
Rest in peace.
Okay, you guys are not gonna believe this, but my favorite artist of all time is Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
Nah,
Okay.
nah.
No, like, you
I
guys
can
are
fuck with
Ain't-
it. Frank
ain't that a kick in the
Sinatra.
head?
Yeah, we were
No,
just singing.
We were just singing that song.
Frank
We were
Sinatra
just
is
singing
one of
that
my
song.
favorite artists. Like,
Bro.
I was just in Palm Springs this weekend
Mm-hmm.
for my birthday. We went to go see his house, and you know, I was really thinking, like, here's a man, he was able to reinvent himself over 5 decades to keep people engaged.
Yeah.
Like,
Something that hadn't been like
come on. He's like
It's-
one of the only, like, besides like the Michael Jacksons and
Yeah,
stuff
of
like
course.
that. But he was able to keep people attention.
And make new reiterations of himself.
the audiences through his ages.
That's real.
Yeah.
And like,
Fly
back
me to
then-
the moon,
Yeah, right?
fam.
Well, I didn't think I'd be talking
Damn good.
Sinatra
Yeah,
tonight.
no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like,
Let's get the wine going, you know? Oh, man. Now, what's your take on music today since your like biggest inspiration is Frank Sinatra?
Okay.
Tap it to the mic for me, please.
I wanna tackle this very delicately because
Now, this is your opinion, Please don't come for her opinion.
Yes.
Come on,
let me
guys.
just-
Everybody
let me just
gets-
go ahead.
Everybody gets their
Everybody
opinion on our
gets one.
podcast.
Everybody take it easy.
Okay. All right. Listen, I understand that music is constantly evolving and changing, but I feel like recently it's been kind of a disconnect from music because I don't feel like we're making anything from the heart anymore. I feel like everything is just like fast food. It's just like, okay, this is hot right now, or this is a dancing song. Let me put it on TikTok. Like, we need real music again to feel. That's why we love our parents' music so much, because we could feel it. That's why it's always going to be, you know. But this generation is like, it's just fast food. You know,
I know.
no
I feel
disrespect.
like a lot of the mainstream rap is like that. But like, there's like kids that are rapping, you know, like really rapping well, and there's like R&B singers that are doing real, like Summer Walker's, SZA, like that group of women, like pioneering that music. It's soul music, it's feel music. But I also think whatever is popular is gonna run. Like when Uzi Wanna Rock came out, I love that song.
Oh,
but now it's like 85 different variations. People are trying to copy and get the sound, you know, because it's popular.
Yeah, nobody want to be themselves anymore. No real identity.
No, you can say that with like corporate pop too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you see it very starkly in that. You're like, oh no, this is devoid. This is just what it is. Where's the sustenance in this?
Listen, shout out Ice Spice. Shout out Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But that song they did together, I'm cool. It's not for me. If I heard it in H&M,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
like any corporate pop. You're like, I see it in all the
like,
commercials.
right.
I'm like,
I understand. I see the money in it.
I see it.
I see the money in it. I just don't see a lot of like care.
I just won't listen to it.
I won't listen to it.
Just quick change, and it's like that's where I feel like music is at right now. It's just something quick and money, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's everything, bro. But no, like I really like that stuff, like that type of music. It doesn't matter. It won't matter. You know, like 5 years later, we're not gonna be playing that shit.
About it,
huh?
Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
You know, like, do anybody talk about designer anymore?
Damn, bro.
Like, I was just thinking about that.
Designers,
today.
man. I remember when Panda came out.
Bro,
we were
blasting.
We were going
blasting
bonkers.
it in my car.
That was a
It
crazy
was so
time.
hot. It was so hot. Kanye had to put it on his album.
Yeah,
that's how hot it
was. It kind of reminded me, and it's not. Of course, it's not really comparable, but like it's kind of like DMX. Like when his songs were coming out, everybody was dropping like albums, right? And then DMX was dropping singles.
Everybody wants to be a Rough Rider.
Yeah. Whoa. All right, listen. Life and times. What's your biggest message in your music? Like, what are you trying to convey?
The biggest message that I want to give to people, just the world in general, is just to be inspired and to create. Like, no matter what it is, whatever you want to do, just create. That is so important, to have imagination and create, because I feel like when we're young, that's the first thing that's tackled. Like, people tell you, oh, you're just imagining things, or no.
They're putting you in a box.
Yeah. And that is so important to continue to imagine, because when you imagine, you create. So continue to create. That's my biggest message that I want to give to the world.
Youth?
Yeah, the youth.
Yeah, man, you got to. You have to. I feel like you just got to start. You got to start.
That's where it starts.
And then figure it out from there.
To get out of that box, you have to start by creating constantly.
So let me ask you guys a question.
Sure.
So what is the biggest message that you guys want to give into the people? What you guys?
The biggest thing I would say is be yourself.
Yeah.
Work hard.
Yeah.
Don't skip any corners. And if you're serious, you're gonna put some money into it. If you're not gonna put no money into it, don't even talk about it.
It's facts.
If you don't want to do it every week, don't even start.
You want to be serious about your art,
it's a waste of time.
bro?
You're wasting
It takes
time.
money.
Listen, when me and Aaron was the first one to jump out the gate with the creative stuff, right?
Talking about that box,
right
small
out
town,
that box. He's in small town doing
trying to
film.
create.
You know, everybody's
get
trying
out.
to hunt and shit.
I gotta get out of here.
There's a lot of shots going off in
Yeah,
there. You know?
I gotta get out of
Trying to
here.
do
I
some
gotta,
different shit, man.
start creating.
That is amazing, y'all.
But yeah, we started putting money into the stuff because we're like, we want it to sound better, we want it to look better, and that takes money.
Get better space.
Yeah,
we want to get guests. We gotta get ourselves out there. We gotta do brand. We gotta do marketing. You gotta do top to bottom. You gotta get a logo. You gotta get a team. You gotta get staff. You gotta get people that actually give a fuck what they're doing every week. Shout out Ra. Shout out Beth. Shout out the team. Beth. Shout out Aaron.
Shout out Nathan.
We do this shit every week, bro.
That is so
every week
we do.
Like, what would you say to creatives? Because, you know, as you guys know, we know what it takes to create and what you have to invest. What would you say to, like, up-and-coming artists or up-and-coming groups of people that want to start a podcast or just create in general? Like, what information would you give to them? Like, what inspiration would you tell them, like, they want to get up and started? Like,
first thing, you got to know your initial costs, right? And then you got to put money into it. I think it all comes back to financial, right? Like, because wherever you put your money is where you care, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You like how
That's
you
true.
look, you go get a haircut.
Yeah.
Like how you dress, you buy the new jeans. Like,
That's
do
true.
And
you
it's
want
a-
to do this?
Yeah, it's a work in progress too.
Yeah.
You know, like
oh, dude, we took
like,
so many L's.
if you're upset
So
about your
many
first
L's.
10 or 20 episodes,
You might as well
You-
get out of
yo.
there, bro. Might as well
Right?
get out of there, big dog.
you're gonna
Nobody likes
continue
a
to build
quitter.
Yeah,
character.
man. You can't build that character.
And it took a lot to get here.
You can't
you
taste
know?
that character carrier.
Work through the L's, all right, because it's gonna pay off.
Oh, we pivoted like what 6 times today?
Oh my god!
I got my
Yes.
cardio and bang
It's a
bang.
lot.
I was up and down that street. I was like,
Yeah.
"Where's Queen?
Yeah.
Gotta
That's
find
right.
Queen."
Yo.
Let's talk. What is like being a creative mean to you?
Being, y'all kind of hit me with that
Yeah,
one.
know.
big questions
It's a
here.
big thing. It's
Yeah.
a big thing. It's the
Yeah,
life of Tom.
You can't just ease into that one. Being a creative is really setting an example
Yeah.
to the world, like how
Yeah.
you really want to
Yeah.
present yourself and what do you want to project into the world, because, you know, having access to the internet now, everybody can create. You know,
Yeah.
anybody can project
Yeah.
anything. So being a true creative is really, really thinking out the process of how do you want people to perceive the things that you're doing and what benefit will it have to the world. Like, I feel like that's what a real creative is really just taking, like, it just goes back into the imagination of what you want to create from your mind, but also what you want to give into the world. Like, that's what
I feel
creative
like
is.
artists are like the cultural update. You know, this is what's
Yeah.
going
How
on.
art
Let's
affects
talk about
you.
the Migos, the culture.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I'm saying?
cultures. Shout out to Migos, bro.
Shout out Migos.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Migos.
Shout out them, man. We've been listening to them since like 2016. So like,
Yes.
shout out
We
them.
have.
Look, these guys are watching us do a podcast.
Watching.
We're cool.
We got our microphones
I'm
in
sorry,
here.
guys.
Leave us alone.
We're important.
This is a special club.
Don't
Get
you
out.
Listen to us.
Get out of here.
It's weekly. Please take a
Life
gander.
and Times.
Please, Life and Times.
Watch the ads.
Please.
So let me ask you guys a question.
Sure.
What?
Can you please get into the mic a little bit?
Oh yes.
Sorry.
What is
We can
you
take it off
guys-
of there and you can hold it if you want.
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
you could always do that
Yeah.
too. If you
Oh,
want
for real?
to.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
You know,
depends.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, no, like some people need this as a stabilizer.
Yeah, like this is-
some people need a stabilizer, some people want the freestyle. So it's up to you.
Yeah.
let me see what.
We can
Here we go.
little customer service.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, see,
okay,
look at
okay,
that.
so this better. This
And
might
then
be better.
You want to put it right here. And
Right
don't
here?
shake it as much.
Okay, so
There you go.
let me
There you
ask
go.
you guys a
There you
question.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is you guys' top 3 things you would say you represent for your podcast? What is the top-
Character, integrity, consistency.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honesty. Oh damn. Damn, these are you're asking us
Yeah,
some
now-
questions
now
too
we're
right
getting it
now.
back.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm
Yeah,
giving it back.
yeah.
I'm giving it back.
I
You know
take
what I'm
3
saying?
shots
Yeah.
and now I can get deep.
Honesty, friendship, and creative endeavors.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, we
those
really
are
out here front
good.
street.
Yeah.
Front
those are
street
really-
every week.
Those are really good.
What's your creative intention?
My creative intention, I would say, is someone hearing my music or seeing my work and able to be inspired and they want to go create themselves.
Doers
back
do.
around.
That's like,
Doers
Art
do.
and how it affects your audience.
yes, like I want you to see the work and be like, you know what, that looked pretty fly. I think I can
That's
go do
great.
it too.
I like that.
I love seeing somebody do something, right? Because then I know another person did that. It's very
Yeah.
possible.
Yes,
It was a thought in your head at one
Yes.
point. It
Very
was just
human.
a thought.
like that should lead, like anything you hear, like come on now, like you hear the new Kendrick Lamar album.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that don't make you want to go do something
Oh,
and
no, no,
write
no.
or
Oh,
something.
Nah, that was that's probably the best album this year for me. For me.
Yes.
Did you listen to the new Hillbillies?
I did,
That
and I
shit
saw
is
the video.
fire.
I was like,
Fire,
whoa.
fire. New Kendrick song. That's what I was playing all last weekend.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
bro. Shout out Kendrick, man.
Yo, shout
Shout
out
out
to
Baby
Kendrick.
Keem.
The way he
Shout
tackled that,
Shout
I
out.
was like, oh,
I like how
okay.
like Baby Keem, he's like his wave, his energy, and
Yes.
it's very youthful too. Like I really like his stuff because it's current. It's current as fuck.
And he got his own style. He was able to like
It's super
separate
unique.
himself.
Super unique, and it still matches. Like his flow is as good as Kendrick's lyrics to me.
Woo.
But let's ask the real question: Dinner with Hov for $500K?
Really?
Yes.
You're gonna really bring him up right now.
Yeah.
See, no. You're laughing.
We got
But-
an ongoing thing.
Yeah, he has a whole going thing. I don't know why you keep talking about. You keep bringing up Hove and brunch.
Listen.
What is up with you and Hove and brunch?
She kept posting like brunch stuff. I was like, "This is Dinner with Hov vibes," and she said, "Yeah."
Can a
concur?
girl just eat some good brunch? I love brunch.
Shout out brunch.
Mimosas.
I thought it was like a Rock Nation event. I thought y'all was getting sponsored. My fault.
If I had to choose
What would you do?
a brunch with Hove or $500K, that's $500K on the line. Oh, but the brunch
Half
with
an M.
Hove.
That's a lot of.
Half an M.
But Hove though, he may know something.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I might have to take the $500K because I'm gonna meet you. If I do right by that $500K, Hove, I should be
Nah,
seeing
that's
you
facts.
again.
Yeah.
I should
That's
be
facts.
seeing you
Like,
again.
That's also. That's very good points. Very
Like,
good points.
I think people gotta look at money a different way too. Like, instead of a get rich quick, right?
Like nah.
That's capital. You know, that's
investment.
capital. Capital.
Investment.
If I'm-
Investment.
For
Like,
real.
you can flip that.
If you know what you're doing with it, I should be seeing you again, Hove.
Yo, we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm gonna take the dinner because like that's just one of my favorites.
Oh,
And I feel like
see, now it makes sense.
Thought about that.
That's
yeah.
one of my favorites. One of my favorites. It's a picture of me as a kid, Rockaware. Up and down.
You sound like
Very
her.
serious.
She loves Hove.
See, there you go. I love
Another whole
everything Jay Z,
fan.
man. Jay Z's top 5 for me, and not 5, 1. But that's a different discussion. Listen, what did you do, Aaron?
I had discussed this with Nate there prior.
He's like, let me go to
Yo, listen.
Bro,
Uncle, we should share it, right?
that shit.
It's
Oh my
funny.
God.
It's
Like
funny,
you
bro. I was
talking
like,
to your attorney, bro.
what is this Hov and 500K?
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
He didn't know like the
He's
nickname
like,
for Jay Z.
Jay-Z.
Oh,
Jay-Z
wait a
and
minute,
dinner
no.
with Jay-Z or $500,000. I was like, oh
Oh.
man, dinner with Jay-Z, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's just to have a genuine conversation with him.
I mean,
just
bro,
for, like, I'm like,
he started
this
where he
real.
started from, and now he's a billionaire. So like
Whew.
that perspective, that
Yes.
insight,
Yes.
that conversation, just
The
to see
knowledge,
how he tackles
wisdom,
certain things, it'd be great to see.
absolutely.
This all derives from internet culture. Now we touched on that earlier, but let's really dig into internet culture. I feel like everything's mixed in a good pot, but I feel like now we're in Generation G, and I mean galvanization. Like people are just galvanized
Yeah.
all day,
Yes.
Yeah,
all day.
highly polarized.
No.
Something's in the comment section. I disagree. I agree. Da da da. Nobody's seen anybody. They're just saying shit.
That is so
It's
true.
crazy.
Facts.
Like you see somebody die, somebody in the comment section. Oh, they died for that. They died for this. And if that was their peoples, they want to hear that shit. Like,
That
what's
is-
going on?
You know, like me and my homeboy was just discussing the other day, like people have turned into like visual beasts. You know, like everything like people have to see. It ain't even just so much of the message anymore. They just want to see and they just gobble
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
no.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
You know?
situations
Yeah.
have happened in the country. Hey, this is some real shit.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
got murdered in front of people. People watch that shit.
Oh my God.
People watch that shit. They watch that, put their phones out, and like you can see
It
like
was someone's
that's so
worst
true.
day. Someone's
Yeah.
worst day. Phones come flying.
Phones
out.
right
Like,
out.
Can you
please.
imagine?
yeah,
I can't even
damn.
imagine.
That's crazy. And it's wild because like you gotta think about like kids too, right? Like
Yeah.
teenagers and shit.
Yeah.
Like your most private, oh, the girl rejects you on prom.
Oh my gosh.
Phones
Gotcha.
up. Phones up.
That's
Phones
an L
up.
for you.
Can we just take a moment and really appreciate like we're the last generation before like
Oh yeah.
the
like,
era we see
like,
now?
we
Like
went outside. We
Building
went
character.
outside.
yeah.
We got grass on our knees, blood on our elbows. We
Yeah.
fell. Like and then we also went from VCHS to DVDs
Yeah,
to
we
digital.
We saw that whole transition.
We got that whole thing.
No.
Life and times.
Life and times.
Internet culture.
Yeah.
Also, like one of the biggest things with internet culture is dealing with instant negativity, right? I don't like you.
You can have it fast.
Very fast. Very
As soon as you
quick.
open that thing up.
It's crazy to deal with, right? Because, like, we're creatives. We put something out there. Thumbs down.
That is so
I didn't
true.
like that very much.
You know,
Didn't like it.
this is so true, guys. That is so true. Like I deal with that just even on social media. Like people have so much access to things, and true, people are like entitled to their own opinion, but like you got to give people a chance. Like sometimes when I post things, you never believe. Like I would have people saying like they talk about my body, but like in a negative sense. Sometimes they were like, "Oh, she got work done," or "She got a BBL," and I'm like, "You don't even know me.
How does that, like, affect
You don't even know me." That makes me feel like how can you even
feel attacked,
judge me?
right? Like,
Yeah,
you don't even
I mean,
know.
like, you're attacked by people you don't know, and it's really it's
Yes.
trash.
Yeah.
It's trash.
You don't
garbage.
even know me in real life. Like,
At all.
oh
And then,
my
like, we
gosh.
come from the culture of, like, you can't say something and not say it to my face. Like, it's very different. I don't
We're the
understand that.
we're the generation. You say something, we're gonna pull up and go verify that.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we got to see what...
We,
you believe that?
we know
What was that?
What?
we're not no
What were you
internet
saying?
thugs.
Where
We're
are
not
you?
internet
What are you
thugs.
saying?
I'm not going to comment. I'm just going to go. Like, that's crazy.
I'll see you in 5.
That's crazy,
All right.
man. What is
my
We
your
can talk about this in person.
What is your address? Like I'm not gonna say something mean under your picture.
No.
That's weirdo shit.
No.
But you know, go outside, touch grass. Dealing with instant positivity, right? Like you post something, and I just posted
Instant
something for my
dopamine.
birthday. You posted something for your birthday. Ooh,
Yes.
everybody likes you. Ooh, everybody loves you.
Feels
Ooh.
great.
Oh, I just turned another year old. Ah.
More dopamine.
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh, look at your comments. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember you from high school. Yeah. It's crazy. It is right there. Very
It's right
palpable.
there.
yes.
Still got to touch grass. Like, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. Sometimes, like, when I'm getting a lot of likes on IG, it feels
Mm-hmm.
different when somebody's showing me genuine energy in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and if you're not careful, you can kind of be addicted to it too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to touch on. Like that.
Like social media, where
Social
they
media,
like they
yeah,
designed
it's kind of
like,
addicting because it's like, ooh, I got this.
it's like
and-
slot machines.
oh no, and
It's like
it's
slot
like-
machines.
And I
New
kind of want to
buttons.
ask you guys too. Like, how does that make you guys feel with the podcast? Like, you getting all this reaction, all this feedback. Like,
It's
how is
like
that?
we've had a couple viral TikToks.
Yeah, the
You know,
attention, like
Like it's good, but it's like, all right. I think about like the bad parts of it.
scary.
You know?
I think you know what I mean.
You know,
I'm like,
what if we got some weirdo?
my views of being famous growing up are
Yeah.
different from my views of being famous now.
Yeah,
I'm
like
like,
security.
That's interesting.
I'm like
security
privacy.
you
I'm
can
like,
trust,
I
you
value
know?
privacy, and then it's like,
People
damn,
are very
you're
intrusive
out there. You're out there.
and you're just outside. But that's like being a part of being a
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
You're outside.
That
I'm
is.
outside. Look at my stuff.
It's like you
Look at my
invite
stuff.
people in. It's like you invite like
Guess I
strangers
invited you
in.
all
It's
here.
like, oh, I like you. You nice, and then you got people that's like Dave Chappelle.
hate this
Fuck
place."
your couch. Like,
Fuck your couch. Life and times.
Life and times.
Life and times. Yo, what's your take on AI in the music industry? Well, let's talk
Yeah.
AI in the music industry.
Yeah.
Because this AI shit is
It's like
kind
a
of
whole thing.
yo,
Whole thing. We
have
could-
y'all
we
been
could-
seeing this
real quiet, real
AI?
shady. Yeah, I've
Nah.
seen that shit,
It's,
man.
it's everywhere.
They be trying to talk to the AI.
I
They got
can't even-
people
I can't
looking
even
like
watch
AI.
ads.
Be my lawyer.
Yeah.
Chat GBT.
It's an
I'm like,
AI
bro.
lawyer. What the
Bro,
fuck?
what?
People are going to jail.
No, seriously.
Hey, yeah, no, my lawyer's in AI. He's a program.
You're getting out of that.
This program's gonna get me out of this.
My take on AI is it's here now.
Oh yeah, no,
It
no,
ain't
no.
going
here.
nowhere.
It's here.
It's
It's, part of
here. It's here.
technology. There
Floodgates
are
open.
advantages, but like we can always see the weird shit.
Yes, and it's like we
Yeah.
have to remember that humanity matters first,
Yeah,
and we can work with AI instead of just being super negative towards it because we can't avoid it.
No.
You know, it's here.
No,
but
it's
it's like we gotta learn to work with it, but not let it become us because
Replace
it's
them, in a
right.
sense.
Because us
Yeah.
humans comes first. We the one who invented you.
Hey,
I need
man.
that job.
Hey, man.
You know?
Hey, bro.
Like-
You know what? AI, you do what you want, man.
Yeah,
know-
he's playing it safe.
Because one
Playing
day
it safe.
they might be watching this podcast. Shout out AI. Wow.
And it's like technology is here. It's evolving. We're gonna have to evolve with it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But no, like, how are you feeling about like this AI Drake, these AI songs of artists and shit?
Okay, now this
That's
is where
a
I gotta
lot.
draw the land because, like, what you even know about hip hop? Like, we on the 50th year of hip hop. How you gonna start? This is what we got to show.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Did you see that AI rapper they had? Did you see that shit?
Yes. Now I've seen some
label-
songs.
Yeah, I
A
remember
record
that.
label tried to create an AI rapper copying black imagery. And
Yeah,
like,
it's
it was weird as
getting
fuck.
out of
It
hand.
was
Like,
weird as fuck.
Bruh.
it got to be a point where we just like, okay, let's draw a line. Like,
Yeah.
this is going too far. Like,
This
That's
is it.
super inorganic. You're taking somebody's voice.
yes, that's
You know?
too far.
Yeah.
That's a serious thing.
How does that make you guys feel? You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah,
guys
no, they're
are
gonna
in
do the
the
same thing.
industry. Like, you, wow.
Yeah, no,
What?
there's AI
There'll probably be
podcasts.
AI filmmakers,
AI
you know,
filmmakers,
AI
AI
screenwriters.
poets, AI.
You take any human work,
Podcasters.
you feed it into this program, and it's going to generate the same
Yeah,
types
so, like,
of stories,
They
same
base it
looks.
off the information off the.
Are you
Yeah.
Yeah, they
serious?
pull it like
So,
this type of story.
you know, it's more so
and
like how are you choosing to work with it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which
Yeah,
is like you
that's
brought up
true.
a very valid question. How
Yeah.
are we going to approach?
Our control.
We talked about AI versions of us because you could easily do it.
yeah.
so easy,
We've got
bro.
enough content
We got
there.
enough content. We
It
got,
could build
like,
voices of us. It could build, you know, like
like-
those.
Y'all remember when
Almost
Lizzo was a whole
$100?
thing when everybody was like taking their pictures and like making themselves and like to different characters?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
was kind
Yeah,
of
and now it's
those
real.
AI podcasts on
Yeah.
TikTok,
It's gonna
you know,
be spooky, bro.
be like AI, Nathan and Aaron,
Yeah.
AI,
AI times. AI like
AI times partnership, right?
Shout out.
Shout out.
All right, let's talk about like your real support team. I mean, you got your homegirl with you. Shout out her. She got the
Shout
camera
out.
going.
Yo,
It's-
shout
we're
out
nothing without our
to-
squads out here.
Yes, shout out to Lady Lips. I love her so much. She is
There
one
we
of my
go. There we
biggest
go.
There we go.
supporters.
There we
like
go.
anytime like something's going on, she's there. And you always need at least one in your team in your back like
Yeah.
that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because you know anybody else is you're grateful to have them, but it's like you always need that one, and that's what she's been for me. Like I have to give her her flowers, her roses, because she's been there for
Thank
me
you.
since the
Thank
beginning.
you.
And I want to say
Very
shout out
much.
to you guys
Thank you.
so much,
Ah,
Life
thank
and
you.
Times. 'cause
Oh,
you
she
guys-
said it.
Oh, she said the thing.
Hey,
Life and Times.
ba, 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 ba.
Tap in then.
Tap in that friend.
But
So,
nah,
yeah.
man, you're nothing without your support system. I want to shout out my momski. I want to shout out my
Hey,
uncles, my sisters,
Shout out
my
momski.
family,
Mom,
my cousins, everybody, man.
Yo,
Everybody that
Yes.
support me, I love you for it. Shout out Aaron as well.
mwah.
shout out everybody, all of our listeners tapping in each week.
Every superhero has an origin story, right? What
Yes.
made you get out here and be a creative? What turned you into Queen?
Let's hear the origin story.
Oh gosh, the origin story. So this is gonna probably sound really corny, but when I was a little kid, I
No,
used
go
to
ahead.
like take lyrics to other people's songs and write it down. And I used to repeat them, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then like that love started to grow. So when I was like 12, I started to like write actual music. And at first, like I used to go by the name Barbie Killer. Because I
Okay.
thought it was like
Yeah.
so cool. I was like, I'm gonna rip the Barbie
Okay.
head
Yeah.
off and I'm
Look
gonna
at
take
me.
it off.
Hey, listen, I got some crazy first names. You don't even want to know.
Yeah.
I had to change those guys.
Yeah.
And just like I used to love the band Queen,
Okay.
and I really fell in love with the Egyptian culture with the pharaoh, and I was like, dang, I like
Okay.
really both of these names.
Yeah.
And that's where I got the name Queen Pharaoh from. But what really, really inspired me was that I was really like, when I was back in Florida, like just getting a little personal, but I was like really down on my last. And I just didn't like the way my life looked at the moment. I was like facing eviction. I was just like in a really tough spot. And I was like, I can't see my life continue being like this forever. I want to make a change. So I was like, you know what? I took everything I had, packed it up, sold everything in my place, and just took a chance
Yeah.
out here. It's just
Leap
There
of
we go.
faith. Listen,
Takes a leap.
listen,
Takes a
man.
leap.
Seriously.
I got on that plane by myself. Had
Yes,
no friends,
seriously.
no family. Aaron was still in PA.
yes.
Had a job, lost the job. You know,
Yo,
seriously,
really, yeah.
it gets
Building
gritty like
character.
that.
It gets
Building
It gets
character.
gritty like that.
it gets real.
You know,
got
and
your
that's
back
what
against
brings
the
the
wall.
Yeah.
You got to do
Yeah.
something. You got to respond.
And
Life
it's
and
like,
times.
for real.
For real. Driving out here,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this ain't no
Alone,
joke.
car packed, everything you
Everything's
got.
here.
You know, how bad do you really want it? People
Do you
say they
want
want
that
it, but
shit?
do you? How bad do you
You're gonna
really
do.
want
You're gonna
it?
literally go the distance it's gonna
Seriously,
take.
people say
You
that they
take that
want
leap.
this.
But nah, like you gotta take the leap of faith. You gotta believe in yourself, and then hopefully somebody else believes in you. You got your partner.
Yes.
I got my boy Aaron. Look at us
You know what
building
I'm saying?
character right there. Oh yeah, Barry died.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes. In like we was going back to like the support system.
Yeah.
It's so important because that's your inspiration as well.
What have you learned so far, like throughout all this? And you can ask me that too.
I've learned that patience is a really big factor in anything that you want to build. You don't want anything fast. You want a slow build because if you have something fast, then it's just going to be exactly what it is. You want something that takes time because it's
Yeah.
going to be worth it at the end.
You get more control in the end, right?
Yes.
You get more power in the end. You learn more. So by the time you get to that level, you already took all the other little levels.
Yes.
You know what the person like say the person that's doing your audio mixing. You know how to do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it don't cost that much. I know what you're trying to do to me.
Yeah.
You're trying to upcharge me. Like, if you know from the bottom, you can know the top.
Exactly.
You just gotta keep building brick by brick. But like for me, like in the inverted, like what I've learned so far
Yes.
is that like you have to believe in yourself. Like,
yes.
and the more you believe in yourself, the more it's like contagious. Everybody around you starts tapping in. Like it's I had people walk up to me and it's like, yo, bro, listen to the show every week. I'm like, whoa.
How does that feel?
It's weird. It's weird. It's cool. It's great. I love everybody that taps in because like you never know. You never know until you start going and start doing. And it's like now you're outside.
Do you ever like put like points for yourself, like where you look back and be like, oh man, like we
for
just
sure.
started like this and look where it's
I mean, we had like I remember initially, right? The only people following the podcast was like people that loved us, like our momskis. Shout out our momskis. Aaron's mom was like the first commenter.
Shout
like,
out.
like
Shout
my
out
mom
Mama
was
Dukes.
reposting this for the first time. Shout out Shar. Shout out anybody that tapped into the show early. Shout out
Yeah.
Carlos, our first guest. Like
Yep.
people took chances on us,
They
bro.
did.
And like anybody that gave us an opportunity, shout out Mike.
Shout out
Waynes.
Dre.
Shout out Dre.
I want to.
So
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, how is it like going on this journey, building this journey, like with your best friend? Like, how is
Oh,
it?
it's fantastic, bro.
Fun.
I wouldn't
Fun.
anybody else
Fantastic.
on the planet. I don't think it would be
Fantastic.
just as fun. I think we would have fought mad times beforehand. Me
Yeah.
and Aaron
Yeah.
have been through it all. Everything.
We have.
We're like 8 years in now.
Yep.
That is so
Years.
dope.
War of attrition,
Yeah.
man. I
It's
just
fun.
want to thank you for being on the show.
Oh, thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much for
Thank
having
Onto
you for
the
the
show.
cardio.
Yo,
Thank you
For
for
the
the
character.
teamwork. We were out here.
This was fun.
I had a lot of fun. We talked about some real shit.
yes, this was
For real.
a
And then,
really
like,
great show.
Shout out anything you got coming up, anything you got
Anything.
going on. Shout out your IG, YouTube,
Plug.
Twitter, everything. Plug yourself. Let's go. Like
First
in
of all,
Thomas.
shout out like in times for having
There
your
we
girl
go.
Queen
There we go.
Pharaoh
There we go. There we
on the
go.
show. Let's
Yes,
start off
sir.
like that.
Here we
Yes,
go.
You know, you guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Queen Pharaoh. That's QUEENPHARAO.
Okay.
And on YouTube as well. Your girl just uploaded a new vlog. I
I've seen that.
vlogs like every
Yep.
week. So,
Yep, we
you know, check your girl out and stay tuned for music.
There we
I got
go.
something
There
on
we
the
go.
way coming
We
soon.
got a tape. We got an
Keep
EP.
an eye out.
You
We'll
know
be
what I'm
Keep an
dropping-
eye
saying?
out.
A single.
You dropping a single? Okay.
Dropping a single.
Okay.
There we
So,
go.
so
There we
stay
go.
tuned.
All right. If it's a
Yeah.
video, I'm trying to get in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
trying
get a little
to-
Diddy
I'm
vibes.
trying to.
Ah.
I'm trying to
Hey.
act bad.
You know what I'm saying? You guys always welcome. Always welcome.
There we go.
Hey, I want to shout out any and every guest that ever stepped on the podcast. Shout out Queen for stepping in.
Shout out.
Shout out everybody that ever tapped in.
Tapping
there.
in.
Shout out anybody that's
Hey.
watching, anybody
There we
that
go.
commented, anybody
go.
that liked, anybody
Hey.
that shared, anybody that
Reposted.
we worked with that reposted. Shout out my boy Nima. We got something on the way.
There we go.
Rob, we got something on the way.
There we
Hey,
go.
hey, hey.
And oh yo, congratulations, Ming. You just graduated, bro.
Hey, shout out
Hey,
to me.
congratulations, me.
Highest
Congratulations,
reoccurring
bro.
guest, Ming.
Highest
Shout out.
reoccurring guest, bro. You put in so much work, bro. You put it all
You
out
did.
there. I really respect your grind. I seen this kid work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Go to class.
Yeah.
Shout
All
out to
week.
me.
Yeah.
Well,
All
that
week.
takes
And
a lot.
It's different
Hard
states,
work,
right?
man.
Like
Yeah.
it's different states.
Dedicated.
His GPA go down, he gotta go back home. It's different.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
Resilience.
He's
Resilience.
It's serious. And then thanks everybody for
tapping in there, friend.
Life and times.
Life and times.